Each year in District 2 and across the state, the California Department of Transportation pays tribute to our fallen workers. These men and women made the ultimate sacrifice while building and maintaining our state highway system. While the coronavirus pandemic has again limited our ability to honor these men and women in traditional fashion this year, these individuals will never be forgotten. Their memory continues to drive us to make improvements in safety towards 0 deaths on our highways. We would also like to acknowledge the sacrifices made by our partner agencies who help us construct and maintain our state highway system. We are one family. We honor all of our fallen. Safety is and always will be Caltrans' #1 priority.
At approximately 5:30 p.m. on January 24th of this year, Grass Lake Supervisor L.J. Lee and lead worker Bob Towers were traveling northbound on US 97 towards the maintenance yard in snowy conditions. As they approached the intersection with County Road A12, they noted a vehicle traveling eastbound on A12 at a speed that seemed too fast for the conditions.
I observed a vehicle coming up the county route at a very high rate of speed, and at that time I commented to the driver, my lead worker, that that vehicle was not going to be able to stop. It was very evident at that time that they were not going to get stopped. They were going too fast. They attempted to make a right-hand turn at the stop sign, cross the southbound lane, cross the northbound #1, and hit us head-on in the northbound #2 lane.
In true selfless fashion, and despite his injuries, Towers went to check on the other party after impact and aided in traffic control until more personnel could arrive on scene.
Upon impact, Bob immediately got out of the vehicle and did what he could for traffic control. There was a little discomfort in my chest, a little hard to breathe, so I elected to stay in the vehicle. Bob, being out on the highway, checked on the other vehicle. There were 6 occupants of the other vehicle. 2 immediately were saying that they were going to need medical transport as well.
While Lee and Towers have been on the mend since the collision, the incident serves as a reminder of the thin line between close calls and the loss of life while working and maintaining our highways.
I have 9 employees that work underneath me daily. They're like family. You know, we spend as much time or more, especially during the winter, here with each other than we do at home with our families, trying to do our job and keeping the public safe. Slow down, be observant. If you don't slow down, by the time you get upon us, it's too late. You know, you're not going to have that time to react and the time to make a better decision.
Since 1921, Caltrans has lost 189 men and women while serving in the line of duty. 14 of those were from District 2.
George W. Rice, 1924, a maintenance foreman who was killed while supervising a rock crushing operation near Costella in Shasta County.
Frank Reyes, 1926, a maintenance worker who was killed by a tree that was uprooted in a windstorm and crushed the vehicle he was driving near Lewiston in Trinity County.
U.S. Grant, 1926, a maintenance foreman who was killed while attempting to extinguish a fire on a wooden bridge across the Klamath River near Orleans in Humboldt County.
F.S. Christensen, 1935, a powderman who was killed in a premature explosion during the construction of the Feather River Highway.
Raymond Bouland, 1935, an assistant highway engineer who was killed in a collision near Tule Lake, where he was working as a resident engineer on a grading project.
Lyle Billy Yu, 1962, an assistant highway engineer who was killed as the result of an automobile accident on State Route 299 near Canby. Raphael
Kreisenbach, 1964, a highway maintenance worker who was killed when he was crushed between his patch truck and an errant vehicle near Newell on State Route 139.
Benny Shreves, 1973, an equipment operator 2 who was killed on State Route 96 near Happy Camp when a large dead tree fell from the top of a 100-foot cliff and landed on the 10-wheel dump truck he was driving.
Carl Taylor, 1976, a landscape maintenance worker 2 who was killed by an errant vehicle while walking behind a spray rig on the shoulder of Interstate 5 just north of the Tehama-Glenn County line.
Wade Bruin, 1980, an equipment operator who was killed on US 395, approximately 30 miles north of Susanville. A member of a 4-person crew patching potholes, he was struck and killed by an errant motorist who entered the work zone.
Robert Essenprice, 1993, a civil transportation engineer who was killed when he was crushed under the wheels of a full sand truck in a construction zone on Interstate 5 while inspecting a slurry seal job.
Mui Tran, 2008, a civil transportation engineer who died as the result of an automobile collision while working as part of a survey crew on the Red Bluff Maintenance Station construction site.
Sean Baker, 2013, an equipment operator 2 who was killed on State Route 96 in Siskiyou County due to a slide during a rock scaling operation.
Robert Jones, 2013, an equipment operator 2 who was killed on State Route 96 in Siskiyou County due to a slide during a rock scaling operation.
In addition, we honor Tracy Chris, 2016, equipment operator 2 who passed away near Big Valley Mountain Summit while conducting snowplow operations.